Welcome, everyone, to a new episode of the What Happened Podcast. I know this is really delayed, and I know we're literally doing this during the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams game. I know it sucks, but it is what it is, right, Liam? It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, but it's fine. We're making it work.
Yeah. I know it sucks. I'm just checking to make sure we're not having the same problem again as last time. It is what it is.
I could hear your voice.
Okay, we're good. We can hear you. Everything's okay. Okay, so, are you looking at my Discord share?
Yeah, we're starting with the Bucks.
Yeah. Just glanced left. Everything looks right how we left it, right? I believe it does.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. Bucks. We're starting with the NFC South. Week 1, Sunday football. Bucks versus Cowboys. You know what I have to choose.
Are you doing the Cowboys? I was gonna be realistic here.
Yeah, we're being realistic now. I'm choosing Bucks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but Bucks.
Can I give my reason?
All right.
I feel like so last year, I feel like we were. I mean, let's be honest. We were probably a better team last year than we are this year, right?
Yeah.
And we were so close to beating the Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
But we still messed up in the clutch. We choked, but it's just like I just don't see us beating the Bucks when I don't know.
Yeah,
With our roster looking how it is.
Yeah, I totally agree. Here's an interesting one: Bucks at Saints in New Orleans. I kind of want to say.
I'm taking the Saints.
I know. I same thing as I mean. I want to take the Saints for an upset, dude.
I agree. I think they will get an upset
because
they're playing at the
score of the Thursday night game. I want to check the score real quick. No. I should have just said Bills and. Why are so many football teams playing tonight?
What do you mean there aren't so many football teams playing tonight?
Hey Siri, what's the score of the Bills and Rams? It's college that's playing. 17-10, Bills are up in the third quarter. So right now our prediction stands. Right now. Anyways, back to the actual topic. I think Bucks beat the Packers, especially in Tampa Bay. You agree?
Yeah.
We said Bucks are beating Chiefs. I think Bucks are beating Falcons 100%.
Yeah,
not a question. We said Bucks are beating Steelers. Do Baker Mayfield and the Panthers get a huge upset in Carolina against the Bucks now? Is that possible?
You think so?
I think they get a sneaky upset. You think?
I mean, I don't
know. I think it's possible, but I don't know what to choose here. This is kind of
I'm gonna take the Bucks.
Yeah, I think it's just a safe option. Hot take, maybe. Bucks beat Rams. In Tampa Bay. It's in Tampa Bay. I'm taking Bucks. Yeah, it's in Tampa Bay. I'm taking Bucks.
To be honest, the way that the Rams offense has been, like right now, like this game, I'm gonna take the Buccaneers because they've they haven't really been the best. Like they're all right and they are playing against a good defense, but Buccaneers have a pretty solid, not solid, but got a pretty good defense as well. So I think I'll take the Bucks.
I think Bucks are beating Seahawks, no matter what happens.
For sure.
For sure. Then they have their bye. We said Bucks beating Browns. I think the Bucks get the revenge game against the Saints in Tampa Bay. Wouldn't you agree?
They beat Saints?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, cause
The
these last
Saints,
couple of years,
the Saints aren't gonna beat the Bucks 2-0 in the regular season. Come on
they
now.
did that. They did that
Come
last year.
on.
They did that
They did
last year.
okay. They did it last year, but that was freakish luck. That wasn't off who's the better team. The Saints clearly weren't the better team than the Bucks, and they're clearly
They
not the better team this year. You can't say with
Gavin, they
confidence that it's
shut
gonna
out.
happen. You
They
can't
Gavin,
say
they
that,
shut out.
man.
They shut out Tom Brady. He didn't score one. They didn't score 1 point last year. When the Saints went to Tampa, they didn't score 1 point.
I just can't see Saints going 2-0 again against the Bucks. I can't see it, dude.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm going with my confidence and just going with the upset. That's just me though.
I hate doing this, but frickin', I'm gonna do it. Alright. Ooh, do the 49ers pull off an upset in San Francisco against the Bucks? Or do the Bucks handle business here?
You know what, Gavin? You ready for a hot take?
Alright.
You ready for a hot take?
Oh no.
All right.
This is gonna be some stuff like Trey Lance is better than Tom Brady or something.
What if they get a tie? What if they tie?
Oh, you're on, bro. We're not even 6 minutes into the podcast, and you're already going with an insane idea. Are you mentally okay? Tie? What?
Hey man,
Excuse me?
life is all about the risks.
You know what? We'll go with it for now.
It is what it is.
Do you think the Cardinals beat the Bucks in Arizona? I think that's something that could happen. It's week 16.
Yeah, I'll see the Cardinals beating them.
I think the Bucks handle Carolina again. And this time in Tampa Bay. But hot take, Falcons beat Bucks in Atlanta week 18.
I don't think that's a hot take because Bucks will be resting their starters.
I mean, who is it going to be? Kyle Trask playing QB or something? Like.
Yeah, or what was his name? I forgot what his name was. He was like in the same draft as Cam Newton, and he was supposed to be this really big. He was supposed to be this really big quarterback.
Or something? I don't know.
Blaine Gabbert, yeah.
Yeah.
Over that dude, one of them.
Yeah, so yeah, I think Falcons get a sneaky win there. So, do we think it's realistic? Bucks finished 12-14-1 because of the tie.
12. Did you just say 12-14-1?
12-4-1. Jesus, sorry, my English, dude. 12-4-1. Is that? You think that's really realistic?
I see that. I think that's realistic. I think so.
All right.
I can see the Bucks
thing.
winning.
The Bucks only go 3-3 in division play. Really? Because we have them losing to the Saints twice and losing to the Falcons at the end.
You know what? Change the Bucks to beating the Saints in Tampa. Change that.
Yeah, so that makes them 13-3-1 with a 4-2 record in division. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Devils or the Aints, it's the New Orleans Saints up. They've so far been 4-3, 1-1 in division. I think they beat the Falcons week 1. You agree? Even though it's in Atlanta.
Yeah, I can see them beating.
We said they're getting the upset over the Bucks. I think Baker Mayfield and the Panthers maybe get a sneaky win on them here. I think.
They're playing in Carolina?
They're playing in Carolina.
I can see it.
Ooh. Saints, Vikings in New Orleans. It's two average QBs with really good pieces around them. So this is interesting.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
Yeah.
I feel like the Vikings have a better team.
Yeah.
Because think about it. The Vikings have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, and then, the average-ass quarterback. And then on defense, they have one of the best inside linebackers in the league, Zadarius Smith, Daniel Hunter, Harrison Smith. Like, come on.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think, though, the Saints bounce back and beat the Seahawks the next week. I think you'd have to agree with that.
Yeah, I can see them beating the Seahawks.
We had them losing to the Bengals. Ooh. Cardinals versus Saints in Arizona. I think you got to go Cardinals on Thursday night prime time. I think you got to go Cardinals.
I feel like that's going to be a good game, actually, but I see the Cardinals winning by like a score.
Yeah, like a score, yeah. We said the Saints are beating the Raiders, they're beating the Ravens, they're beating the Steelers. I think they lose to the Rams in Week 11, even though it's in New Orleans. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I can see them winning. I can see.
Ooh, do the 49ers knock them off in Week 12 in San Francisco?
Do the 40...
Does Trey Lance make some happy magic feet, magic in the air, Disney Channel happen here?
I'm going to take the Saints. I feel like the Saints will beat them, to be honest.
Yeah. We said they're losing to the Bucs. I think they beat the Falcons off the bye, especially at home. We said they were going to lose to the Browns. Ooh, this is New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, Week 17. Who's getting the dub?
Philly?
In Philly.
I
think you got to go Eagles.
Yeah, I got to go with the Eagles because they're going to be playing in Philly.
Yeah. I think the Saints, though, bounce back in Week 18, keep their playoff dreams alive, and beat Baker Mayfield and the Panthers in Week 18 in New Orleans.
Yeah, I can see that.
So we have them going 9-8. I feel like that's a really good record, like a very reasonable record for the Saints.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, have we only done the Saints and the Bucs so far?
Yeah. It's just the Panthers have had other games mixed in, so they're already at 5-4. But
yeah, I feel like we talked about the Panthers a lot.
Especially this statistic that I love this website shows is really realistic for the Saints. They go 6-1 against losing teams, but only 3-7 against winning teams. I feel like that's realistic for the Saints, for them to do something like that. You know?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Moving on to the Carolina Panthers, we've had them going 5-4. We've had them actually be a very decent team so far. Nothing crazy, but decent, you know. We said in Week 1 they're beating the Browns. Baker's getting his revenge game. Week 2, I think they're beating the Giants, no question, right?
Yeah, of course.
In Week 3, we said they're knocking off the Saints. Week 4, I kind of want to say they knock off the Cardinals. I think they start hot and knock off the Cardinals in Carolina. Is that crazy to say?
Yeah. No, I think that they can get an upset against Carolina. I see that.
Okay, their schedule is so, I don't think the Panthers are going to really start 5-0. But I think they have a shot at beating the 49ers in Carolina. Is that crazy?
Beating the 49ers?
Yeah. I kind of want to say Panthers win that game. Is that crazy?
I don't know, dude.
This one I'm more iffy about, but I'm it's going to be Trey Lance, right, in his, 5th ever game, and Baker being the more experienced quarterback. And I feel like it's going to be easy for the Panthers because you got to think, they played the Cardinals the week before, so they're already going to be running a defense to stop a scrambler like Trey Lance. So then they don't even have to change their defense scheme much, which meaning they get more practice in that defense, really locking Lance up. So you got to think, will that 49ers offense be able to move with that situation? You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I know it sounds crazy. Panthers starting 5-0, but when you look at their schedule, Browns, Giants, Saints, Cardinals, Niners, all are very good teams, but you could realistically see the Panthers sneak away with a win against some of those teams as well. So,
I'm gonna let you handle this one, Gavin. I
I,
really
I, I'm
don't
going
know.
Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers get a hot start randomly at the beginning of the year. I'm going Panthers.
All right.
I think they're gonna go back to reality and lose to the Rams, probably like 24-7 or something.
At least give them the benefit of the doubt. At least do 24-10 or something like that.
Yeah,
24-13 maybe.
24-13. Yeah. We said they're losing to the Bucks. They have to beat the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Even in Atlanta, they have to. We said they're losing to the Bengals. They're gonna beat the Falcons again, no question, right? Especially at home this time. You'd agree?
Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
keep going.
We said they're beating the Ravens. They're getting upset against the Broncos. Bye week. Ooh, I think the Seahawks come up. Geno Smith, MVP Geno Smith, and the Seahawks come up with a huge upset, beating the Cardinal. Or not, excuse me, beating the Panthers
You
in
really think the
Seattle off the
Seahawks are gonna beat
Panthers
them?
bye week.
You really think so? Like really?
I mean, listen,
With the
my
Seahawks
main
having,
influence may be
bro.
like, I understand the Seahawks are really bad, but we haven't had them winning a game yet. Like, can you realistically say Seahawks are gonna win at least like 3 to 4 games? Like, can you really say
No.
they're only gonna win one game? Can you really say
Yeah.
that?
Yes, you can.
I know they're pretty bad, but no team can be as bad as those Lions and Browns teams.
Is it crazy? Is it crazy that I low key think the Lions could be better than the Seahawks this year?
Oh, 100%. I think that as well. But I just
Look, I feel like the Seahawks are just gonna do so bad this year because they have Drew Lock or Geno Smith at
Geno Smith
starting
was
quarter.
named the starter.
Okay, Geno Smith. They DK, I don't know if Geno will be able to get him the ball all the time. I think he wasn't doing too bad with Geno last year, but you got to think they have one of the worst O lines in the NFL. They're playing Carolina, who has what? Brian Burns, Derek Brown. Don't they have like one other edge rusher or something like that too?
Yeah. I see what you mean. I guess we go Panthers, yeah. Actually, did you hear the news?
About
Yesterday?
what?
They actually swapped all of a sudden. They were like, oh yeah, Kenny Pickett's starter. All of a sudden they swapped and said, no, like a couple days before season. Actually, Mitchell Trubisky's our starter, so don't know what's going on in Pittsburgh. But apparently Mitchell Trubisky's playing now, so there's that.
I think I knew that since like the preseason or something like that. I think I heard.
Well, like, I heard, like, it was like a controversy. But then and then stories came out saying, oh yeah, it's looking like Pickett's going to be a starter. Coach even talks about Pickett playing games. And now all of a sudden they, like, switched their whole attitude before they actually named the actual starter. It's just a little confusing to me.
Yeah, they need to make up their mind.
Like, anyway.
All right, let's keep going.
I think they're beating the Lions.
I see the Lions getting an upset here.
Really?
This is gonna be the upset game, and I'm not like
In Carolina?
I can see Detroit getting an upset against Carolina.
I guess I could see what you mean, yeah. And then we said they're losing to the Bucks and losing to the Saints. Are the Panthers really going 11-6? Are they really?
I feel like, yeah, when okay, it's like, bro, but with their schedule though,
Yeah,
like,
their
that's what we
schedule
said,
is so easy. Like they're playing probably, in my opinion, the two worst teams in the NFL on their schedule, and the Seahawks and the Lions. Then playing one of the other worst teams in the league in between those two, and the Steelers. They also get to play the Falcons twice a year. Like, and when you really look at it, their division play is not that great. Their division play is 3-3. Just outside division, they play so many losing teams. 9 teams out of their 17-game schedule are losing teams. Losing record
Yeah.
teams. So, is
I
it
feel like
really
it's not. I don't think
not
it's that
unrealistic
bad.
for the Panthers to go 11-6? because of their
It'd,
difficulty in schedule.
it'd be funny if like we're saying like we're praising the Panthers here, and then Baker Mayfield just either starts playing horribly or
Even
just
if
gets
Baker
injured.
Mayfield plays bad, how can he lose to some of these teams, dude? Like, you know,
I don't know. But I see them doing that. I see them going like that. Now we have to go on the Falcons though. This is gonna
Falcons
be a
who are
funny.
we have them 1-10 so far.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes. Um,
That bad?
I think we're kind of doing the Falcons dirty. I mean, losing to the Saints in the opener. Okay, I think you have to make them lose to the Rams.
There's no way the Falcons are gonna beat the Rams this
I
season.
think I think the Falcons get an away win against the Seahawks. But the Seahawks haven't won a game for us yet. Do we give the Seahawks the home win against another bad team, though?
It's just like the battle between bad teams.
Yeah. But is Marcus Mariota really going to lose to Geno Smith?
I gotta give it to Atlanta. I feel like
Yeah.
Atlanta is gonna get it. I think it's gonna be a close game though.
Yeah. We said they're losing to the Browns. Do they really lose to the Browns at home? Now I'm rethinking this. Do they really? Does Marcus
Um,
Mariota really lose to Jacoby Brissett at home? Now that I'm rethinking this. You know?
all that, but like Nick Chubb though.
Yeah, Nick Chubb, though, against that horrible D-line defense. I guess you're right, yeah. We said they're losing to the Bucks. Do they get the upset against the 49ers in Week 6 in Atlanta or no?
I don't, I don't see
I
it.
don't see it either, honestly. They're such a bad team, but I don't feel like they're this bad. We said
I
they're
don't
losing
know,
to the
bro.
Bengals, they're losing to the Panthers, they're losing to the Chargers, they're losing to the Panthers again. I think they beat the Bears at home. You want to
Dude,
bite
the
me?
Falcons. I think they can beat the Bears, but the Falcons are like what they do is they lose games that they really need to win, and just
Yeah.
a lot of games in general. But
Mm-hmm.
games that they should lose to improve their draft, they just end up winning.
Yeah. I think they lose to the Commanders. Feel like that's an easy decision, isn't it? Right? 100% lose to the Commanders.
That's a hard one in my opinion. I'll take the Commanders
It,
though.
it,
Yeah, I
it's
agree
it,
with
it's
you.
it's in Washington as well. I gotta give it to Commanders. We said they're
Yeah.
losing to the Steelers. A bye happens. They're losing to the Saints. They're losing to the Ravens. I can't have them being the Cardinals. I'm sorry. I can't do
No,
it. I think 3-14 is a realistic record for them, honestly.
bro, Stafford just threw another interception.
Dude. Anyways, you think 3-14 is fair for the Atlanta
I feel
Falcons? Jesus.
I feel like they're not that bad, but it's just their schedule is kind of like iffy.
Yep. I mean, they're against the Bucks, Panthers, and Saints twice a year, and they only win
Yeah.
one game out of that jumbo, and that's a throwaway game for the Bucks. So like, you know, are they really
Yeah,
as bad as the Texans? Is that what we're saying?
I feel like
I
they're
feel like the
kind of on the
Texans may be
same
better.
level.
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, Texans may be better than the Falcons. I think
I
Davis
mean,
Mills is a better quarterback than Marcus Mariota. Is that
are
bad
you
to say?
serious?
I'm
Are you serious?
serious. Honestly,
Bro, you've seen
if I
a
had to
little
pick between
you've
quarterbacks,
seen
I'm taking Davis Mills before I'm taking
you've
Marcus
seen
Mariota.
you've seen Gavin, you've seen one not even a full season of Davis Mills, right? Or was it
Okay,
close to a full
it
season?
was it was 15 games out of 17,
All right,
basically a
you've
full
seen
season.
you've seen
But he
basically
wasn't
one
that
season.
bad, but he wasn't great. And Marcus Mariota, I mean, would you rather have a guy with no expectations and actually be decent, or a guy who is a first round pick, supposed to be really good, and is just a flop and can hardly get on a team, and then all of a sudden starting for you? Which would you rather have in a realistic situation? The guy who's not doesn't have much expectations but exceeds expectations and plays decent. Is not what you would rather have.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's just I don't know if we can just say that yet, though.
Yeah, it's true. You have to see how
I
Davis
don't
Mills
know.
comes up. I mean, have you seen Madden has totally went over the bar for me with Davis Mills though. You know what he's
What
rated
if?
in Madden? Only a 70 overall in Madden, which is fair, right?
Okay.
But Madden gave him star dev and quarter Q of franchise QB tag and star dev for Davis Mills.
Excuse me. That is kind of weird.
Yeah, but anyways, we're getting off topic. Um, let's go NFC North. We'll start with the Vikings. Or actually, let's
I
go to NFC South. Is Bucks 13-3-1, Panthers 11-6, Saints 9-8, and Falcons go 3-14. Just making sure one last time. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gavin, we kind of need to hurry it up because I need to
Shoot,
go to.
sorry.
I need to get off soon.
You're supposed to have mouse like you do.
Hold on, I'll be back.
All right.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm back.
It's fine.
My dad made me do something. I was like, oh, running. Okay.
Okay.
So far the Vikings are 5-1. I think they beat Green Bay week 1, especially at home. Would you agree?
Do you think what?
I would think the Vikings get that win week 1 against Green Bay.
Yeah, I can see. Is it crazy that I think the Vikings will win the division over Green Bay?
Oh no, I think that, bro. Packers are, they're not. I think they do. I think they lose the Eagles Monday Night Primetime though in Philly.
Yeah, I think Philly will come with that win.
I think they beat the Lions. We said they're beating the Saints. I think they beat the Bears. We said they're beating the Dolphins. Bye week happens. I think Cardinals maybe upset the Vikings in Minnesota. Is that crazy
Gavin,
to say? The Vikings are coming off their bye week though.
Cardinals beating the Vikings. I don't think that's that bad. I don't think
Yeah.
it's that much of an upset.
Yeah.
Dude, the Bills just got another touchdown, bro. I'm
Okay,
sorry. I'm
we were
sorry.
right. We were right. Yeah, let's go. Anyways, do you think the Commanders somehow sneaky win in Washington against
No,
Minnesota? No.
no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carson Wentz, bro. Is he
Um.
even gonna be playing at that time, or he'll probably be injured or something like
Yeah,
that?
probably. We said they're losing to the Bills. I think the Vikings beat the Cowboys, especially in Minnesota.
Really, bro? We've been. Wait, do the Cowboys play Minnesota every year?
Don't think so, but we have been recently, yeah. And I know we've been
Yeah.
beating the Vikings, but I just can't give it to the Cowboys, especially this Cowboys team. I can't. I'm
I mean, we
sorry.
did beat the Vikings in 2020 though with the horrible defense and Andy Dalton as the starting quarterback.
Yeah,
So
I can't give the Cowboys the win. I'm sorry. I can't give the Cowboys the win there.
really, you don't think so?
I can't do it, dude. I mean, this Cowboys team is just not that great. They're average against the Vikings team, who we think is going to be a really tough playoff contender. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
It depends. In my opinion, it depends on about how Kirk Cousins plays.
No, is it crazy? You know how Tony Pollard has an expiring contract?
Yeah, I hope the
Is it
Cowboys
crazy
keep him.
that before the trade deadline the Cowboys make some crazy move and like trade Zeke and name Tony Pollard the starter and give him a contract? Is that crazy to say?
I mean, if Jerry Jones wasn't our owner, or if Jerry Jones just wasn't affiliated with the Cowboys anymore, then no. But since he is, yeah, I think it is.
Honestly, I think it's a good move. Like you may bash me on this. Like I know Zeke's not bad, but Tony Pollard has so much high scale potential. Every
Yeah.
tell me, here's a fun fact. I think some like ridiculous number. He's had like 10 starts in his career due to Zeke's injury. 8 or 9 out of the 10 starts he's ever had, he's been over 120 yards.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I think that's a real
I
statistic.
don't. I
I
don't remember that.
I think like of almost every start he's had when Zeke is injured, except one or two, he's been over 100 or 120.
I
And why
don't
is he
remember
not getting
that.
more playing time?
But if Dallas does get rid of Zeke and stay with Tony Pollard, they need to spread the ball more. They need to have more substitutes. They can't just run Tony Pollard to the ground like
I
they
mean,
did with Zeke.
that's how we ruin Zeke. That's also why I kind of want to keep
Yeah.
Zeke. But I would think it's worth keeping Zeke, but I don't know if Pollard will stay if we keep Zeke. That's the problem. Like I feel like we'd have to sign a better backup running back that would go with the deal. I don't know.
Yeah. I just don't realistically I want to see the Cowboys give Tony Pollard a shot, but with the way that it's been, they're just I feel like they're just gonna keep giving it to Zeke all the time, like
Which
more than Tony Pollard.
I don't like, but it's fine. Anyways, are we going Cowboys or Vikings? I think we gotta go Vikings, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
We said they're beating Patriots, they're beating Jets. They're 2-0ing the Lions. I'm sorry, they are. Um, they're beating
You
the
know,
Colts.
last year the Lions beat the Vikings.
Yeah, it's not happening again this year. I know the team's technically better, but I think that was a fluke last year, and especially for Viking teams, that's way better now. I just don't see it happening, dude. I don't see it happening. Even though Detroit's at home, you go with the rival upset. I don't think I can do it. What do you think?
I'll take the Vikings.
Yeah.
I'll go with you.
We said they're beating the Colts. I think they're beating the Giants, no question. I think Green Bay may split 1-1 with the Vikings.
I can see that. I can see that.
They beat them in Green Bay
In
this time.
Green Bay.
And I think the Bears beat the Vikings just because the Vikings are going to be maybe resting some of their starters by week 18. And it's in Chicago.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, because they will be resting the main
So,
people.
I think that's fair. Vikings going 12-5, 4-2 in division. I feel like it's a very fair record for them. When you say?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Next, we got the Packers. They're 4-4 so far, so not bad, not great.
I don't see them making the playoffs this
I
year.
don't really either, but we said they're losing to the Vikings though, but I think they gotta beat the Bears. Like, come on.
Yes, bro. There's no
No
way they
way.
don't beat the Bears.
We said they're losing to the Bucks. They're beating the Patriots. They gotta beat the Giants at home, especially too, though.
I'm gonna
Beating...
take the Giants in an upset. I know it might sound
Really?
crazy.
You're
Gonna take
telling
the
me
Giants.
Danny Dimes is gonna fumble the ball 5 times and still beat the Packers? Are you kidding?
Hey, look, bro. I don't know. I can just see the Giants getting an upset win against the Packers, just somehow, some way.
No,
They still have. They still have. We don't know how Saquon will be. They have Kadarius Toney, who's not the best, but he's
he's probably their future. I see Kadarius Toney becoming a very good receiver. He just needs time, you know.
yeah.
We'll give it to the Giants in a shocker upset in Week 5. We said they're beating the Jets. I think the Commanders maybe beat the Packers at home in Washington. You think? Is that crazy to say?
Did the Commanders beat the Packers?
Yeah.
Really? Like, really? You really think so?
I mean, I think it's going to be like a close, shocking game. I mean, that pass, I know, look, Aaron Rodgers is going to do the best he can when he's got Chase Young after him. He's got, I can't believe I forgot his name. The T tackle, who's like insane for the Commanders.
Jonathan Allen?
Jonathan Allen after him. Dude, like, he's going to try his best. He's going to get out of the pocket. But do you really think those receivers can get open in enough time for Aaron Rodgers when those guys are in his face? In Washington? Really?
I don't know. I just don't see the Commanders winning, dude. Like you're having. You got to remember the Packers still have a somewhat pretty good defense. Not pretty good, but still like definitely above average defense. They have Jair Alexander, Eric Stokes, who looks like he's going to be good, Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage. They got a pretty good secondary, bro. Like, really.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go
I
Packers.
don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Packers. We said they're losing the Bills. Why do I almost want to say Lions beat Green Bay and Detroit? Why do I almost want to say that?
Do you want to go with another upset?
I'm going, Lions get another upset. I'm going for it. They beat the Packers in Detroit.
Okay.
I'm thinking the Packers beat the Cowboys in Green Bay. I'm sorry.
Packers beat the Cowboys in Green Bay?
Yeah. Especially the Cowboys are coming off a bye week. Yeah. 100%. I just don't see the Cowboys winning that game.
Why do I see the Cowboys getting an upset? No, I'm just playing.
No. We said they're beating the Titans. I think the Eagles beat them in Philly. I really do.
Yeah, I think the Eagles will do that as well.
I think they beat the Bears again. Even in Chicago. Right?
Yeah.
I think they lose to the Rams after their bye. And we said they're losing to the Dolphins. They're beating the Vikings. And I think they beat the Lions in Week 18 in Green Bay. You agree?
You think the Packers beat the Vikings?
Lions.
Oh, the Lions?
In Green
Bay. Yeah, even though... Yeah,
because we already had the Lions winning earlier, so...
Yeah, I think they'll beat them.
That puts the Packers at 9-8. 4-2 in their division. But
I see that realistically.
But they would miss out of the playoffs as the Saints, who are 9-8, would get that playoff spot instead of the Packers.
Yeah, I think that's realistic.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's also realistic. And taking out the Packers statistics, they'd be 2-6 against winning record teams and 7-2 against losing record teams.
Yeah.
Next.
I think that's reasonable.
Next, we got the Lions, who we had 3-7, 1-3 in their division. Not that bad. Why do I almost want to go with another Lions upset in Week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles in Detroit? Why do I almost want to do it?
Do you really think the Eagles will lose to the Lions?
I mean, I really don't think so, but you got to think this is Week 1. This is going to be Jalen Hurts' first time really getting the mesh with A.J. Brown. I mean, that offense is still all really new to each other. So, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe the Lions squeak a week and then shocking upset in Week 1. You know?
How many upsets are we going to give the Lions?
Look, the Lions are so promotable. They're the perfect team to upset a good team. Like, you have to admit. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they are really... But I don't know if I can do it. You know?
I don't know. It's up to you on that one. Because I do
giving it to the Eagles.
understand.
Okay, now do they upset the Commanders now? In Detroit. An NFC East team who sucks. Possible. This one I'm seeing way more probable, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree with you. I'll agree.
We said they're losing the Vikings. I think they beat the Seahawks in Seattle. Or not in Seattle, in Detroit. Wouldn't you agree with that?
You think they beat Seattle?
Yeah, 100%. Right? Especially at home. You know?
Yeah. I was thinking about it for a second, but yeah.
We said they're losing the Patriots and they have their bye. I think the Cowboys beat Detroit. Wait, are they playing each other on Thanksgiving? What's week 7? Is week 7
I don't
Thanksgiving?
know. No, week 9 is Thanksgiving, right?
Okay, then they're not playing each other on Thanksgiving. That would have been sick. Cowboys, the two teams that play on Thanksgiving Day play each other on Thanksgiving. I was like, wait a minute. Nope. Anyways, Cowboys win that game, I think you agree, especially in AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be able to pull it off. Not by a blowout or anything, but I
No.
think we should be able to get it.
We said the Dolphins are beating them. We said they're getting upset against Packers. I think the Bears beat them in Chicago. Is that crazy to say?
I see the
the
Lions
Bears are
winning that
bad, but you know.
one. I see the Lions winning that one. I'm sorry.
I don't think the Lions are going to 2-0 the Bears.
Dude, it's like,
I
bro,
don't.
the
I
Bears are
think the
just
Bears
so
and Lions
bad.
split. The Bears and Lions split.
But the Bears are just so
I
bad,
know
bro.
they're
Like
so
they are.
bad. But, like, the
Like they
Lions are
suck.
also so bad. You know?
I don't, dude, bro. You know what? Look, I feel like if it wasn't for Dan Campbell, then a lot of people would be saying the Lions are still horrible.
I don't
But
care about Dan Campbell. The Lions are still terrible. They're not terrible, but they're pretty bad. They are pretty bad. They're not terrible, but they're pretty bad.
I just feel like right now the Lions are better than the Bears. Is that
I
really
do
crazy?
too, but I think it's not by a huge margin enough to say, oh, they're gonna go on the road and beat the Bears. It's not that big of a margin though. I honestly think they split 1-1. Like I truly
That's
believe
you on
that.
that. That's you on that one. It's up to you.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just
I
like,
can't go Lions on the road. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't.
all right.
I think they lose to the Giants too in New York.
You think they lose to the?
I think they lose to the Giants.
I think the Lions will beat them. I think the Lions will beat them. Yeah.
I could get behind you on the Giants because you know it's not a division rival game, but I could get behind you on that. We said they're losing to the Bills, they're losing to the Jags, they're losing to the Vikings, they're beating the Jets, they're beating the Panthers somehow, and I think they do bounce back and beat the Bears in Week 17 at home, and then they lose to the Packers. But I think that's way too high. You really think the Lions are going 7-10? Really?
No, I don't think it's that much.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think they lose to the Giants, right?
Yeah.
Lowering them to 6-11. What else? What other crazy game we gave them winning?
I don't know. We gave them a lot of upsets. I feel like 6-11 isn't that far though. I could see them
Yeah.
winning. 6-11 or 5-12. I can kind of see. I can get behind that.
Yeah. I mean, I think we should just go 6-11 with the Lions, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Bears. The Bears, they're 2-10 so far. Not great. They're not a good
They're
team.
not gonna be great. I feel bad for Justin Fields,
I
bro.
really do. It's not even Justin Fields' fault. It's just the rest of the team and that coaching staff, you know.
Yeah.
They're losing to the Niners week 1, even in Chicago. You agree? I mean, they could maybe get the upset. It's Trey Lance's first game, but still, I don't see it happening. You know?
Yeah, I don't see them. I don't see the 49ers
They lose to the
winning.
Packers. They lose to the Texans. I think they lose to the Giants, dude, in New York. I think they lose to the Giants. You'd agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be close, but
Yeah.
you gotta realize that O-line is so fucking bad, bro.
Yeah. They're losing to the Vikings. Do they have a chance at upsetting the Commanders in Chicago? I mean, this is still two very bad teams playing each other.
I see the Commanders are better. I gotta see the Commanders winning.
Yeah. We have Packers beating Bears. I think Cowboys are gonna beat Bears, especially in AT&T. Gotta give it to the
Yeah.
Cowboys. They're losing to the Dolphins. They're beating the Lions. They're losing to the Falcons. They're losing to the Jets. They're losing to the Packers. Bye week. Eagles are beating the Bears. I'm sorry. They're losing to the Bills, and they're losing to the Lions, and they're getting upset on the Vikings in Week 18, making them 2-15. Do we really think the Bears are that bad to be 2-15? Are we realistically saying that?
Let's just give them the game against the Commanders.
Yeah. Making them 3-14.
Yeah.
Alright, so the division would be Vikings 12-5, Packers 9-8, Lions 6-11, Bears 3-14. Alright. So we need to be speeding this up really quick now, alright? So talk's gotta be quick, alright?
All right.
Alright, so okay.
Yeah,
this
because I
division-
gotta go in a second. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so Eagles are kinda crazy right now. They're 9-1, dude. Oh my god. Anyways,
I see them doing really well. Really.
Yeah.
Like I see them.
we said they're beating the Lions, we said they're beating the Vikings. Do the Commanders get an upset in Washington? I feel like division rivals, they do. You know?
Wait, who?
Washington, Commanders.
I see the
Division
Eagles
rivals
beating them.
in Washington. Like, I kind of see it, you know?
I see the Eagles beating them.
Yeah, you're right. We said the Eagles are beating Jags. Do the Cardinals beat the Eagles? In Arizona.
I'll give that one to the Cardinals.
Yeah. I think the Eagles beat the Cowboys, especially in Philly. Bye week happens. They're beating the Steelers. They're beating the Texans. I think they beat the Commanders again, especially this time in Philly. They lose to the Colts. They beat the Packers. They beat the Titans, because that's what we established earlier. Dude, I can't see the Giants getting upset on them. I can't. But I kind of do. You know?
It's just like one of those days.
You think we give it to Giants here?
Yeah, let's take it. It might be dumb, but whatever.
All right, we said they're beating the Bears. Do the Cowboys beat them in Week 16 at AT&T?
Like,
I don't think.
I don't think that it's that far fetched. Do you think?
We're gonna give it to Cowboys. We're gonna test it.
That might be
And-
our inner. That might
I
be our
think-
inner thing.
I think, do the Giants go 2-0 against the Eagles? Because the Eagles maybe be resting their starters and lose to the Giants in Week 18? Or you think they go ahead and beat the Giants?
I think Giants will beat them since it's it's the last week.
Man, Giants
I can't
going
believe we
2-0.
just said. I can't believe we just said the Giants are going 2-0 against the Eagles.
I mean, Eagles
That just
12 and
seems so
5.
wrong.
12 and 5 does seem like a good record for the Eagles, though. 12 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now to the Giants, who are 6-6. Okay. We said
That
they're
feels
losing-
way more than
Yeah.
it should be.
Then we said they're losing to the Titans. They're losing to the Panthers. Do they beat the Cowboys at New York?
I see the Cowboys winning that game.
Yeah,
Honestly.
obviously. They beat the Bears. They beat the Packers. They beat the Ravens. They beat the wrong way around. We said they somehow upset the Packers. They lose to the Ravens. They lose to the Jags. I think the Seahawks beat them in Seattle. Honestly. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. They get a bye. They beat the Texans. They beat the Lions. I think they lose to the Cowboys again. Do you think they beat Washington in New York?
I'm gonna give that to the Commanders.
Yeah. They beat the Eagles. Ooh, I think this time New York wins, even though it's in Washington, because Commanders coming off a bye week. You think that kind of upset type thing happens? I mean, not even upset, but you know.
Maybe. I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
To
I'll
be
give it to
honest
the
with you.
Commanders. They lose to the Vikings, they lose to the Colts, and they surprise win against the Eagles. Okay, that's way too high. 6-11 for the Giants. Is that too high?
What is it?
6-11.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. Final team
I think
NFC
it's
East.
right.
Commanders. They're 5-9 so far. Cool. They beat the Jags week 1. They lose to the Lions. They lose to the Eagles. What we established. I think Cowboys beat them in AT&T. Agreed.
Yeah.
They lose to the Titans. They lose to the Bears. They lose to the Packers. They lose to the Colts, where we all established. They lose to the Vikings. They lose to the Eagles. They beat the Texans. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Giants. They beat the Giants. I think 49ers beat them in Week 16. San Francisco, agree?
Yeah.
We said the Packers are beating them, and I think they beat the Cowboys in Week 18 in Washington. You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Now it's the Cowboys. We have them going 9-7 so far. We only have to decide one game. And that one game is okay, they're losing to the Rams. You think it's realistic Cowboys going 9-8? You think they're going that high?
I think so.
Yeah,
I'm
it's just a
confident.
bad division, so yeah. But they don't make the playoffs at 9-8. I think that's realistic.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Cowboys are making the playoffs this year.
All right, 9-2 Rams. Here we go. They lose to the Bills. They beat the Falcons. I think they lose to the Cardinals in Arizona. They split with the Cardinals. You agree?
Who does?
Rams.
Oh yeah. Gavin, we need to hurry it up.
Yeah,
Really,
I know. We only have one division left. Does the 49ers beat them in San Francisco? Yes or no? On Monday night.
No.
Okay. They beat the Niners. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Panthers. Bye week. I think the Niners get an upset in Week 8 because the Rams are on their bye week. Cool? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay. They lose to the Bucks. They beat the Cardinals. Get their revenge. They beat the Saints. They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Seahawks. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Packers. They beat the Broncos. They beat the Chargers. And resting starters, the Seahawks win. Rams go 12-5. Agreed? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Arizona Cardinals. Here we go. 8-5. They beat the Chiefs. They lose to the Raiders. Beat Rams. Lose Panthers. They I'm getting out of breath. They beat the Eagles. I think they beat the Seahawks clearly. They beat the Saints. They beat the Vikings in upset. They beat the Seahawks again. They lose to the Rams. I think they beat the 49ers at home. They lose to the Chargers. Bye week. They beat the Patriots. They lose to the Broncos. Beat the Bucks in an upset. Beat the Falcons. And I think the 49ers get a sneaky win on them in Week 18 at home. Agreed? Yes, no? 11-6. Sound good?
For
Cardinals.
For which Cardinals? Yeah. I think so. I was gonna say maybe 10-7, but nah.
All right. San Francisco 49ers. So far, they're 7-1 with Trey Lance. They beat the Bears. I think they beat the Seahawks. We said they lost to the Broncos. They lost to the Rams. They lost to the Panthers. They beat the Falcons. They upset against the Chiefs. They upset the Rams. Bye week. They lose to the Chargers. They lose to the Cardinals. They lose to the Saints. They beat the Dolphins. They tie the Bucks. they beat the Seahawks, they beat the Commanders, they lose to the Raiders, and they beat the Cardinals, and the 49ers go 9-7-1. Is that realistic?
Maybe just one game lower.
What
Maybe
game? What game?
8-1.
Maybe they surprisingly lose to the Seahawks in Seattle.
I can see the Seahawks getting an upset win over the
Okay,
49ers.
so they go 8-1. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, last team to do. The Seahawks, 3-14 so far. Oh no, that's their full schedule. We're done.
That's their full
Okay.
schedule.
So this is what we have before we end it, guys. So we had to rush a lot at the end. The Bucks have the number 1 seed in the playoffs in the NFC, 13-3-1. The Rams have the 2nd seed in the playoffs with 12-5. The Eagles have the 3rd seed in the playoffs with 12-5. The Vikings have the 4th seed in the playoffs with, guess what, 12-5. And then the Panthers have the 5th seed in the playoffs at 11-6. The Cardinals have the 6th seed in the playoffs at 11-6. And the Saints have the 7th seed at 9-8. Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. I
So
like
your
it.
playoff teams would be on the AFC: Bills, Bengals, Broncos, Colts, Chargers, Raiders, Pats. On the NFC, of course, be Bucks, Rams, Eagles, Vikings, Panthers, Cardinals, Saints. We all good?
Yeah, I like it.
So, guys, I really hope you're enjoying the podcast. I'm so sorry I'm talking so fast, and we rushed through the entire second half of the schedule. I'm so sorry. Time crunched us. Please subscribe. Please follow the Twitch to see more of the podcast, and we'll start doing, like, power rankings and more talk, so it won't be as chaotic. Thank you guys for watching, and bye-bye. You want to say bye, Liam?
Peace out.